James Sterling stood in front of the bathroom mirror of his sprawling Los Angeles penthouse, feeling like a stranger in his own skin. Dressed in worn jeans and a simple black t-shirt, he felt far removed from the polished image that usually accompanied his high-profile persona as the CEO of Sterling & Company, a luxury fashion brand renowned for its elegance and exclusivity. Today was different. He was going undercover to uncover the troubling decline in customer satisfaction that had plagued his company for months. As he entered the flagship store on Rodeo Drive, the first thing he noticed was the unsettling atmosphere. The store, usually buzzing with excitement and luxury, felt eerily quiet. Sales associates huddled in small groups, whispering among themselves, while customers browsed listlessly, seemingly ignored. It was a stark contrast to the vibrant energy that had once defined the brand. After 15 minutes of aimless wandering, James approached a young sales associate named Mia. She barely looked up from her phone, her demeanor indifferent as she offered a curt, "Can I help you?" When he mentioned he was interested in a particular jacket, her eyes flickered with disdain. "We have better options, but if you want that one, it's over there," she replied, pointing dismissively without offering any assistance. Feeling a mix of frustration and determination, James continued to observe the store. As he stood near the accessories display, he overheard Mia and another associate, Ryan, discussing a VIP membership scheme that seemed suspicious. They were selling exclusive memberships for $15,000, claiming it would grant customers access to limited edition items and exclusive events. But the tone of their conversation suggested something far more sinister. They were pocketing the cash while defrauding their clients. Fueled by anger and a sense of responsibility, James decided to play along. He approached Mia again, feigning interest in the VIP program. "What's included in the membership?" he asked, trying to sound genuinely intrigued. Mia launched into a rehearsed spiel, her enthusiasm forced, as she detailed the non-existent perks. Ryan chimed in, adding that there were only a few memberships left, which only heightened James's suspicions. As he listened to their chatter, he learned that the store manager, Ms. Reynolds, was the mastermind behind the operation. She had instituted the scam, pressuring her staff to sell these memberships while turning a blind eye to customer complaints. Later that afternoon, James witnessed a confrontation between Ms. Reynolds and an angry customer. The customer, a middle-aged woman with a designer bag slung over her shoulder, was demanding a refund for her membership, claiming she had been misled about its benefits. Ms. Reynolds, visibly flustered, attempted to dismiss her concerns, but the woman's angry voice echoed through the store, drawing the attention of other customers and associates. It was a turning point for James. He realized he couldn't just gather evidence, he needed to act quickly. He discreetly followed Ms. Reynolds after the confrontation, documenting her interactions and the lengths she would go to cover up the fraud. He felt a surge of determination. He had to put a stop to this before more customers fell victim. The next day, armed with evidence and a team of forensic accountants and legal advisors, James returned to the store. He entered with a sense of purpose, knowing that this was his chance to reclaim the integrity of Sterling & Company. He confronted Ms. Reynolds in her office, presenting her with the evidence of her wrongdoing. The atmosphere shifted as her confident demeanor crumbled, replaced by panic. "James! I didn't expect you here," she stammered, her voice shaky. The realization that her deception had been uncovered sank in. "This is a misunderstanding. We can fix this." James calmly placed the documents on her desk. "This isn't a misunderstanding, Ms. Reynolds. You've been defrauding customers. And it stops now." As he spoke, the store security team moved in, ready to escort her and her associates away. James addressed the remaining staff, who watched in shock. "We must restore the integrity of Sterling & Company," he declared. "This brand stands for quality and trust, and we will not allow greed to tarnish its reputation." With Ms. Reynolds and her accomplices removed from the store, James felt a weight lift off his shoulders. He knew this was just the beginning of the journey to rebuild trust with customers and employees alike. He held a meeting that afternoon with the remaining staff, where he shared his vision for a transparent and ethical workplace. The employees listened intently as James outlined new policies aimed at rebuilding the brand's reputation. He emphasized the importance of treating customers with respect and integrity, ensuring they felt valued at every touchpoint. "We are not just selling clothes, we are selling an experience," he explained. And that experience must embody the values we hold dear. As he stepped outside the store, the bright California sun greeted him, and a renewed sense of purpose surged within him. He was committed to leading Sterling and Company back to its core values of quality, honesty, and customer care. That evening, he gathered his executive team to discuss a comprehensive plan to revamp the brand's image. Over the next few months, James worked tirelessly to implement changes. He introduced training programs for staff, focusing on customer service and ethical sales practices. He also launched a campaign to reconnect with customers, inviting them to share their experiences and feedback directly with the company. Transparency became a cornerstone of the new Sterling and Company. Slowly but surely, the tide began to turn. Customers returned, drawn by the renewed commitment to quality and authenticity. Sales started to climb, and the once ignored store became a bustling hub of activity again. James felt a deep sense of fulfillment as he met with customers, hearing their stories and understanding their needs. One day, while chatting with a loyal customer who had been skeptical about returning, James learned just how far they had come. "I wasn't sure if I would come back after what happened," she admitted. "But I can see the changes you've made. It feels different here now." James smiled, feeling a warmth spread through him. "Thank you for giving us another chance. We're dedicated to making sure Sterling and Company stands for something meaningful." As the months rolled on, the brand experienced a renaissance. James knew that the path to redemption was ongoing. He continued to emphasize the importance of integrity and transparency, ensuring that every employee understood their role in upholding the company's values. Eventually, Sterling and Company not only regained its former glory but also became a beacon of ethical practices in the fashion industry. The VIP membership scam was a distant memory, replaced by a culture of honesty and respect. James stood in front of the bathroom mirror once more, this time dressed in a sharp-tailored suit. He felt proud of the work he had done and the values he had restored to his brand. As he prepared for an upcoming event to celebrate the brand's revival, he reflected on how far he had come. The experience had changed him, igniting a passion for integrity that would guide his leadership for years to come. As he left his penthouse, he felt confident that Sterling and Company was not just a luxury brand, it was a symbol of trust and commitment to quality. He was ready to share that vision with the world, knowing that true success comes not just from financial gain but from the relationships built and the trust earned. The journey had been challenging, but it had led into a deeper understanding of what it truly meant to lead a brand with purpose. Share.